the heart of the matter, forgiveness. It's a word that whispers of hope and healing. Forgiveness is not just a simple act. It is a profound journey that touches the deepest parts of our souls. It is the gentle release of anger and resentment, the softening of a hardened heart, and the opening of a door to new possibilities, of releasing burdens and finding peace. Imagine the weight of a heavy stone being lifted from your shoulders, the freedom that comes with letting go of past hurts. Forgiveness is like a breath of fresh air, a moment of clarity in the midst of chaos. In the tapestry of life, woven with threads of joy and sorrow, forgiveness stands as a radiant beam of light, illuminating the path toward reconciliation and wholeness. It is the golden thread that binds together the fabric of our relationships, mending the tears and strengthening the bonds. The Bible, a timeless source of wisdom and guidance, speaks volumes about the power of forgiveness. It is filled with stories that teach us the importance of letting go, of extending grace to others, and of seeking reconciliation. From Genesis to Revelation, we encounter stories of grace extended, wrongs pardoned, and relationships restored. Joseph, who forgave his brothers for their betrayal, and the prodigal son, welcomed back with open arms, are just a few examples of the transformative power of forgiveness. Forgiveness, we learn, is not merely a human act, but a divine attribute, a reflection of God's boundless love for humanity. It is a gift that we are called to give and receive, a testament to the grace that flows from the heart of God. In a world often marred by conflict and pain, the Bible's message of forgiveness offers a beacon of hope, a pathway to healing, and a testament to the transformative power of grace. It reminds us that no matter how deep the wounds, how great the wrongs, forgiveness is always possible. It is the key to unlocking a future filled with peace, love, and understanding. Echoes of mercy forgiveness in the Old Testament. The concept of forgiveness is deeply embedded in the fabric of the Old Testament, resonating through its many stories and teachings. Even amidst the laws and covenants of the Old Testament, the theme of forgiveness shines through. It is a testament to the enduring nature of mercy and compassion which are central to the human experience. The Old Testament is often perceived as a collection of strict laws and divine judgments, yet within its pages, we find numerous instances where forgiveness is highlighted as a divine attribute. God, portrayed as a loving and merciful Father, repeatedly extends forgiveness to his people, demonstrating his willingness to pardon their transgressions and welcome them back into his embrace. This portrayal underscores the importance of forgiveness in maintaining a relationship with the divine, demonstrating his willingness to pardon their transgressions and welcome them back into his embrace. God's forgiveness is not just a one-time act, but a continuous offer of reconciliation and renewal. One powerful example is the story of Joseph. His journey from betrayal to forgiveness is a profound narrative that illustrates the transformative power of mercy. Sold into slavery by his own brothers, Joseph endures years of hardship and betrayal. His story is a testament to resilience and the human capacity to overcome adversity. Yet when given the chance for revenge, he chooses forgiveness, ultimately reconciling with his family and affirming the strength found in letting go of bitterness. This act of forgiveness not only heals old wounds, but also restores familial bonds, ultimately reconciling with his family and affirming the strength found in letting go of bitterness. Joseph's decision to forgive is a powerful reminder of the potential for healing and unity that forgiveness brings. Joseph's story reminds us that forgiveness, though challenging, is possible. It requires immense strength but yields immeasurable rewards. His journey teaches us that forgiveness is not just about absolving others, but also about freeing ourselves from the chains of resentment. It requires immense strength but yields immeasurable rewards. The Old Testament, through its rich tapestry of narratives, encourages us to embrace forgiveness as a path to peace and reconciliation, both with others and within ourselves. A new covenant of forgiveness. In the New Testament, Jesus elevates forgiveness to a central tenet of his teachings. He emphasizes God's infinite capacity to forgive and calls upon his followers to embrace this same spirit of forgiveness in their own lives. Jesus teaches that forgiveness is not a sign of weakness, but an act of courage. It is not condoning wrong, but releasing ourselves from the shackles of anger and resentment. Through his own example of forgiveness on the cross, Jesus demonstrates the depth of God's love and the transformative power of forgiveness. The parable of the unforgiving servant. To illustrate the importance of forgiveness, Jesus tells the parable of the unforgiving servant. A king, moved by compassion, forgives his servant an enormous debt. Yet this same servant refuses to forgive a fellow servant a much smaller debt. This parable serves as a stark reminder that we who have received immeasurable forgiveness from God are called to extend that same forgiveness to others. Jesus' message is clear. We cannot expect God's forgiveness if we are unwilling to forgive others. Forgiveness is not merely an external act, but an internal transformation. It liberates us from the grip of anger, bitterness, and resentment, allowing us to experience true freedom and peace. When we hold on to unforgiveness, we allow the past to poison our present and future. We become prisoners of our own negativity, unable to experience the fullness of God's love and grace. Forgiveness, however, sets us free. It allows us to move forward, unburdened by the weight of past hurts, and to embrace the fullness of life God intends for us. Forgiveness is essential for healthy relationships. When we forgive others, we mend broken bridges, rebuild trust, and create space for reconciliation and healing. No relationship is perfect. We will inevitably hurt and disappoint one another. However, it is through forgiveness that we can overcome these challenges and strengthen the bonds that unite us. Forgiveness is not a one-time event, but a continual process of choosing grace and understanding over judgment and condemnation. Forgiveness can be challenging, especially when we have been deeply hurt. The wounds inflicted by others can leave lasting scars, making it difficult to let go of the pain. We often find ourselves replaying the hurtful events in our minds, which only deepens our suffering. We may struggle with feelings of anger, resentment, and a desire for retribution. These emotions can consume us, making it hard to see beyond our pain. Anger can feel empowering, giving us a sense of control over the situation, but it ultimately keeps us chained to the past. We may question whether the offender deserves forgiveness or fear that forgiving condones their actions. This internal conflict can create a barrier to moving forward. We might worry that forgiving someone means we are letting them off the hook, or that we are minimizing the impact of their actions. It is important to remember that forgiveness is not about condoning wrong, but about releasing ourselves from the burden of pain and anger. Forgiveness is a personal journey, a decision to free ourselves from the emotional weight that holds us back. It is about finding peace within ourselves and not allowing the past to dictate our future. It is a gift we give ourselves, a pathway to healing and freedom. By choosing to forgive, we open the door to emotional and spiritual growth. We allow ourselves to experience joy and contentment once again. Forgiveness can transform our lives, bringing a sense of relief and liberation. When we struggle to forgive, we can turn to God for help. Prayer and reflection can provide us with the strength and clarity we need to move forward. Seeking divine guidance can help us find the courage to forgive, even when it feels impossible. He understands our pain and offers us the strength and grace to forgive, even when it feels impossible. Through faith, we can find the resilience to overcome our hurt and embrace a future filled with hope and compassion. Forgiveness is not just an act, but a journey towards inner peace and spiritual fulfillment. Choosing to forgive is a courageous act of love, both for ourselves and for others. It is a testament to the power of grace to heal wounds, restore relationships, and set us free from the shackles of the past. As we embrace forgiveness, we open ourselves to the transformative power of God's love. We experience profound peace, healing, and freedom, allowing us to live more fully and authentically. Forgiveness is not a sign of weakness, but an act of strength, a reflection of the boundless grace we have received from God. Forgiveness is not a destination, but a journey, a lifelong pursuit of extending grace and compassion to ourselves and others. It is a journey paved with challenges and triumphs, setbacks and breakthroughs. As we navigate this journey, let us remember that we are not alone. God is with us every step of the way, offering us His unwavering love, forgiveness, and grace. May we embrace the power of forgiveness, both giving and receiving it freely, and in doing so experience the fullness of God's transforming love in our lives.